Hey, it's Oklahoma Lieutenant Governor Matt Pinnell here with the first episode of season 2. We have been renewed. We've been renewed. A look at Oklahoma CareerTech, just highlighting kids and working adults that have gone through a career tech program. There are multiple paths to a great career. And that's really the message that we want to deliver across the state of Oklahoma. We hope people are watching this in other states too that may say, hey, maybe it's time for me to get to Oklahoma to get into one of their career tech programs. So we'll just jump right into this. Wyatt Curry is with us today from Eastern Oklahoma County Tech, a graduate of the electrical trades program, currently enrolled in the Firefighter-EMT Academy. Love that backdrop there, Wyatt.
Thank you.
I really appreciate you coming on, man.
No problem. Thank you for having me.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit about yourself. Where are you from?
I'm from Choctaw, Oklahoma, and I'm a senior at Choctaw High School, and I'm enrolled in the Fire and EMS program here.
So why did you decide to attend Eastern Oklahoma County Tech?
I knew I was going to probably do the fire program here, so I got here early doing the electrical trades, just kind of getting a feel for the school and the instructors here.
So did you do the electrical trades when you were a junior, or was that senior as well?
Yes, while I was a junior.
Okay. Was it middle school or high school? I mean, where did you get introduced to the career tech system?
So yeah, in eighth grade, we used to come on field trips here, and they'd take us to every class for about 10 to 15 minutes, and we get to meet the instructors and see what it's all about. Coming from Texas in eighth grade, I'd never heard of anything like career tech, so it's pretty interesting.
Oh no, that's a pretty good story. So you lived in Texas through seventh grade, moved here in eighth grade.
Yes, sir.
Okay, where in Texas were you?
Corpus Christi down in South Texas.
Yeah, okay. And didn't again kindergarten through seventh grade, didn't really hear about career tech at all, or VOTech or whatever it's called in the state of Texas.
Yes, sir. No, we never had not that I know of, we never had a VOTech or career tech or anything like that.
I know it exists in Texas. I just know that in Oklahoma we certainly push it a whole lot more. So you show up in Choctaw, Oklahoma, going into your eighth grade year. It was it right off the bat when you got to Choctaw High that you started hearing about career tech opportunities?
Yeah, actually, pretty early when I first got here, we went on one of our first field trips, and I did not know what to expect at all. And I came here, and it's a very nice campus and good people.
So how many field trips?
Probably two or three,
That's
I'd
great.
say.
How exactly do those field trips work? I mean, they take you through every program that you could possibly do concurrent enrollment on?
Yeah, so they'll take us to. We'll have like a certain class that we're going to go to, maybe like five or six different classes, and you'll go to those classes and you'll see the instructors and what they really do. I never got a chance to go to fire because it was always like the very popular one everybody wanted to go to, so it was always filled up very quickly.
So what led you to enroll in the electrical trades programs? I mean, eighth grade, you show up there, you start learning about different programs. What with the electrical trades sparked some interest in you?
Just I wanted to learn a life skill, and I knew I was going to probably do the fire program. So, like I said earlier, just getting the prior knowledge of how the instructors are, how the school is, and just learning something new.
So tell me a little bit about the classes, for those kind of watching this maybe and they may be interested in that, electrical trades, because I know we have electrical trade programs at a lot of our career tech campuses around the state. So it's one that, I know a lot of kids around the state could attend, whether they're in, Choctaw or any other part of the state. Tell me a little bit about those classes.
Yeah, so the electrical program, it was very, you'd go in and you do your book learning, and then you'd study, take the test, and then you go outside and you apply it on the shop, and you really learn how everything works, getting to see it visually.
So now you're enrolled in EOC's, Firefighter-EMT Academy. You'd said that was always something that really sparked your interest early on. So while finishing your last year of high school here, what's your schedule look like? You're a senior. What's that schedule look like with this training program and your senior year?
Yeah, so we'll come here about 8:20, and then depending on the week, we'll either go through our book, learn about the subject that we're on, or we'll be outside, we'll doing the skills that on the chapter we're on. That includes, learning how to use fire hoses, different diameters, how they're used, actually getting to apply it and use it on how we're going to attack a fire with it, ventilation, learning how flow paths work, how to properly ventilate a building to get the smoke out and be able to cool down that fire. And then also like search and rescue, which is my personal favorite. Just getting to go in, learn how to communicate, how to effectively get somebody out of a dangerous area quickly.
So any teachers that that you really like? I mean, any stories there we always hear, certainly great feedback about all the professors and teachers that are on our CareerTech campuses.
Mr. Simmons, our teacher, he's very good. He really teaches us the in and outs of the program and gives us the opportunities to further our experience outside of this class once we get into a job.
So when will you graduate from the EMT training program?
I will graduate in May, or like middle to early May. And so I'll graduate with all the certifications I need to get a job. So Firefighter 1, Firefighter 2, NIMS, TIMS, CPR,
Wow.
HMA, HMO, just lots of certificates to be able to get out of this class with the opportunity to get a career.
So I guess that really was my next question. What is your plan after graduating?
I'm probably going to go and do the EMS program that they have here in June and try to get that done in the month. And hopefully by around September, I can maybe get a job somewhere and start my career.
And again, would that career be being a firefighter?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah. So all of these trainings, I mean, it fast tracks you to that career, I'm assuming.
Yes, gives you a very early head start.
Yeah. And want to be a firefighter in the area? Does it matter anywhere in the state of Oklahoma?
Yeah, mostly in the metro, just
Yeah.
around that area. Stay close to home.
Yeah, stay close to home and keep you busy too, I'm sure. So,
Yes, sir.
what do you enjoy most about being a student at Eastern Oklahoma County Tech?
I'd say like in this class in general, it's just like it's different than any other class I've ever been in. All the people in there were like a brotherhood, just like the fire department. We go out and study every time we have a test in the morning and at night before we go outside of this class and we go do stuff together. It's different than any other class I've ever been in. It's definitely more interactive and have a lot of friendships in that class.
Yeah, that's good to hear. I mean, again, college, have fraternities and sororities and these other things, but you can get that same, you can build those same friendships on a CareerTech campus, can't you?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So what would you tell, somebody that's looking at enrolling in an Oklahoma CareerTech program?
I tell them to do it. It's a great opportunity for anybody who's looking to get a career right outside of high school and get their life started pretty early.
Yeah, get your life started early. Get that career started early as well. Wyatt, thank you for doing this. I love sharing stories of, again, great kids around the state of Oklahoma that are building a career even, again, when they're in high school. And to hear that, coming from another state that may not have had prioritized career learning, career tech learning, vocational training, it doesn't really matter what industry, to come to the state of Oklahoma and to immediately see that in Oklahoma we champion multiple paths to a great paying job, a great career. It's a cool story. Love it that you're succeeding and thriving and making great friendships, and we look forward to watching your career continue to grow here in the state of Oklahoma.